Hello everyone, just thought I'd give a quick update. Getting tons of rain here today, so hopefully I can get this in before the rain starts up again. Not really much to show over here. It's just the same old, same old. Parsley, it's doing very well. Ripped off a bunch of the kale leaves, seeing if I get some fresh ones with the weather cooling down here a little bit. Get some fresh kale. Green onions, doing great. I guess since it's browning, they really should be picked. But, we'll use this in a lot of stuff, so just cut one little stalk off when we need some. More kale, haven't done anything with that. Hey, the garden, from this angle, dirt looks great. Some weeds are starting to pop back up again, especially this milkweed. Came back up. This is an example of why you should not ever let morning glory go to seed, because it pops up everywhere. It grew over there on that post there, and it just shows up everywhere. And so the plant's growing on this one. This is the Carolina Reaper plant, which is just doing excellent. I got peppers all over in here. Got some red ones back here. Should be picked. But it's just crazy the number of Carolina Reaper peppers I have, and I don't know what to do with them. Oh, that one's turning orange, and I have no idea why. So, anyway, I'm going to make a video on how to grow a Carolina Reaper in a short season area, because we don't really have a long season here, but I was still able to get them growing. This is a cayenne pepper plant. Tons of red peppers. I've already picked a bunch of red peppers, and then there's a bunch more growing. So this one's kind of getting knocked over, I guess, from the tomato plant. Here's another cayenne pepper plant, looking very nice for its size especially. I'll just dry these out, make flakes out of it, and occasionally make it with my hot sauces. Here's my first set of radishes. Now these are seeds that I had saved, and they all came up. These did very well. Looks like some of them might be getting ready to pick. But just some of them. I don't know, that one looks really good, but the rest of them, it's hard to find it. So anyway, we'll let this go. This is the second set I planted, and these were store-bought seeds, and not very good success at all. It's maybe 5 or 6 of them that have popped up. Still don't see. Hopefully these will start bulbing up. They just started, so they're not really supposed to be ready yet. Jalapeno. The jalapenos get this cracking going on the skin. That's nothing wrong with that. This is still a perfectly fine pepper. This is a super tiny plant. It had been overrun with weeds also, and still productive. I have this popping up a lot. I don't know if that's purslane or what that is, but that weed is popping up everywhere. This sorry looking jalapeno plant still put on 2 peppers. This one had been completely overgrown with the weeds. So same with these 2 eggplants. So I'm not expecting anything off of those. This one was productive and still is. Putting new ones on. It's starting to get cooler here, so I don't know if I'll get much off of these. But here's hoping. A bunch of cherry tomatoes. Looking really nice. This is one of the better years I've had of cherry tomatoes. Not really in production, the number, but the quality. Now this plant I'm having a problem with. And I think the problem I'm having is it's just too productive. And the stakes just keep falling, but just loaded with tomatoes. And I don't think it can handle the weight. And apparently Irish Spring soap keeps the deer away, so I've been trying that and it seems to be working. And I'm gonna have to try to get this fixed. And I had it up on 2 posts, and both of the posts are just, I don't know if it's the weight or if some deer are coming back here knocking it over. I don't know. Hey, here's some other ones. I'm wondering if this is deer because they've done knocked this one over too. These were doing really bad, and when I weeded it all out, it got a lot better. But it does look like it's starting to get some kind of blight on there, which is not good. This is my Meyer lemon tree. If anybody knows about this, I'd appreciate any comments below. Just got this year. I don't think the pot's big enough. I want to get in a bigger pot. But it has already had a ton of flowering going on all over the place on this plant. It's just absolutely beautiful. But I mean, are each of these supposed to turn into a lemon? I don't know. I know there's not enough time for them to grow before it has to be brought indoors. But the production on this is just crazy. And if I were to get some next year, that would make me happy. It looks like this, we did have a lot of wind, but this one looks like it's been knocked over too. I don't even know if I have enough posts to start tying those up again. And then here's another beefsteak. Got a few nice tomatoes on it. But like I said, this one was overtaken by the weeds too, and I kind of dug it out. And a Chinese eggplant, I believe. The long, slender purple ones. I've picked 3 or 4 off of this. There's one starting there. So, very happy with the production on that eggplant. Hey, over here, planted some lettuce seeds. Those two are obviously different, so I don't know which one's the lettuce. I don't know if that's lettuce. And be growing some cilantro in here. It has a long germination period, so those have to go up. Okay, these are my raspberries. And out of the raspberries this year grew a butternut squash plant. Got one there. Got one there. I don't know if there's enough time left in the season for these to grow. But it's just crazy because I don't know how the seed would have gotten over here, but it grew up right out of the rocks. So that was pretty cool. The raspberries, getting pretty good production. Starting to turn red. There's a bunch of them there. You start eating up some of those. More raspberries. These things spread like weeds, so I think this is all from one cane about 2 or 3 years ago. And it just keeps spreading, which I am more than fine with. I kind of changed my plans for this area. Instead of going all the way down and back to there, I'm going to cut that section out and basically square this section off to match this side. And that will give me a ton of growing space and also leave us plenty of room in the backyard for the kids to play. Oh boy, not looking good over here. Chinese eggplant, doing very well. Starting to get some of these brown spots on it, and I don't know why. Anybody knows what that is, comment below. I'd appreciate that. Any advice is always welcome. You know, these little brown scars. Anyway, getting a lot of production. Another one back there. And of course the flea beetles are working their magic on all the leaves. But at least they can survive through it. this one. Got a little guy in the back there. I think I just picked off all the ones on here the other day. Habanero plant. Looking pretty good. There's one back here that's ready to be picked. Maybe another one. Looks like there's a handful of them. Might be time to start making the hot sauce on this. It's starting to get lots of production. These are my favorite peppers to use to make hot sauce with. That jalapeno plant's not looking good. I guess I'll be tying this one up after the video, but just look at all those peppers. So many peppers. Just crazy. And I also planted on this area in the back some peas. Not sure if there's enough time in this season, but put them back here also behind the eggplants. That's the biggest one there. But anyway, even if I don't have enough time to grow the peas, they're actually, you can eat the leaves on them. And when you eat them tender, they're actually fairly good. This is a hibiscus plant, I believe, that a friend of ours gave us a seed to, so I grew it just because. And here's the compost garden, pretty much coming to an end. Got a few cucumber, a few cantaloupe. Obviously they did not get big, as you can tell from the looks of that one, but yeah, anything out of the volunteer garden is pretty cool. And this entire area back here, I also plan on leaving this part alone right here, so you really can't grow anything with these bushes here. But I am going to square off, dig up this entire side of the house, put the lumber up and make it into a garden, and hopefully be able to keep this asparagus here. Grew this from seed a few years ago, and this is really the only batch that survived. And I think that may have just been one seed, so I don't know how these multiply. They just spread through the roots, or if it drops seeds, and I don't know. Anybody knows about asparagus, if you could let me know. But those are doing well, at least. So anyway, so that's where I am right now. Sadly, it'll probably be coming to the end of the season. Just got a lot more digging to do. Like I said, I want to pull this section out to match the other side. And hopefully next year will be a lot more productive. Alrighty, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and comment below, and subscribe if you have not. Thanks.